it's a shithole. It's an absolute tip in it.
Yo, vlog, welcome back to another episode of the Beaumont Weekly. This episode is going to be split into 2 separate days. On this first day, it's 5 a.m, it's super early because we are trekking up to Manchester to do a podcast with Kevin Stewart. And then tomorrow, we've got a day of site visits up in Newcastle down to Darlington. We'll be checking on Baring Street and the progress there as our 10-bed HMO development. I'm going to walk you through the 3D model for that site. And then in Darlington, we have a potential joint venture agreement with a 20-bed HMO and some friends of ours down that way. So stay tuned, enjoy the vlog, let's go. So the best way to start any day, overpriced coffee. Hello. Thank you, have a good day as well, cheers. That's you, mate, that's me, that's the drive.
That's me, man, I'm at the gym today. Yo, nice to meet you, mate. Nice to meet you. Hello, mate. Yo, what's up, bro? What are you saying? All good? Good, yeah. Yes.
Hello, mate. You alright? What are we doing here?
Podcast.
You just hire out space, right?
Just to your office.
Okay. I'm going to give you a guy's number now, I'll give you a contractor's number. He's...
Welcome everyone, Kevin Stewart here.
On today's podcast, we have Ryan Beaumont. Ryan went from a singer-songwriter who pretty much built at one point one of the world's largest independent musical bands. We talk about the financial culture and the challenging politics within the music industry, and then we'll move on to how he built a £7 million property portfolio, which generates £500,000 of revenue from scratch.
Then you end up going down Dream Road way too far. One day it all ends and you're like, shit, well, how am I going to pay to live?
Listen, been a great one.
Yeah, safe one,
Really
man.
appreciate you having here.
Appreciate, thanks.
And we'll put your social media.
Question.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, mate. You
end up in a cycle with those places, don't you? You end up just doing the same shit again.
You have a good time, Ryan?
Yeah, mate, lovely stuff.
Where'd you get your hair transplant from?
Why'd you offer
And we are at Budang Street. We're going to be walking through the layout, which I know they've now studied the whole property and boarded most of it as well, because they're super quick here. And check on the progress. Hello!
Right.
Morning!
Morning, Ryan. You want a USB socket?
Yeah, so just the bedside ones to have the USB points in them as well.
Just one of them.
I think 2 in each. Yeah, 2 in each.
We'll have to move them higher, because you don't want to be behind the bedside locker.
Well, no, because couldn't you have them so that we can have our bedside tables be like a table, so that you can go underneath?
And then the lamp directly above.
Yeah, that would be nice. I think 2, if it's going to be 2 bedsides and a dual occupant, they'll want 1 for each side. Okay, so we're back again with the 3D model walkthrough for Baring Street. So yeah, you can see where I've mapped out this initial floor plan and then bring it to scale in a 3D environment for each floor in different segments, and then in the whole massing of the building as well, just to get an idea of the scale. And let's dive into the lower ground floor. So originally this building had a lean-to single-story extension at the back, which was in really poor condition, and we couldn't figure out a good use for it without it just creating an oversized kitchen diner and a cramped bedroom space in here. And it would have been a bit awkward with the escape route as well. So we just figured best thing to do, because it's in really poor condition anyway, is demolish this lean-to extension. Yeah, there was a single-story extension here. You can see where it ran to. It was knackered. It was awful, and it actually made it a lot harder to use this middle room. It wasn't worth the hassle. It was much easier to knock this out. You gain back the window space here. Kitchen wraps along the side down with the utility. It made it so much easier. Yeah, obviously it looks cleaner out here now. We'll end up painting all of this, make it look nice.
The proper way to do this
The steps.
is to take that fucking floor out. About 2.5 skips there.
Yeah.
So it's all bloody money. Look, this is shithole. It's an absolute tip in it. And I don't want the costs to go silly. You know what I mean? The proper way really would be take the floor out, and then you've got some steps in there, a couple of steps in there,
We're going to lose a lot of space otherwise, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think it'd be worth it though to get the good kitchen. We had this weird secondary staircase which went up to the ground floor as well as this main stair core. It was in really bad condition, it was falling through, and we wanted to get rid of all of that and open up the space a bit more. So I'll show you the demo works. So you can see where we demolished that single story, we demolished all of the inside of the old bathroom and staircase that was here and this void space. So we'll just explain the update for this kitchen. We've took out this whole wall. And it's great because we haven't had to re-support it with an RSJ or anything. We've just taken it all out. We've got this nice clean space. So we're thinking of just dropping this whole floor out down to that level. We may have to underpin some of this extension. It's going to cost a fair bit to do it, maybe about 1,500 quid more. We'll gain back this kitchen area by dropping the floor. It's well worth doing. And then we're going to keep the ceiling height super high. It's taking a bit of a gamble on it, but I think it's going to look really nice. And keep that window element. And then here, you can see the old lintel. We want to keep that window height and have it run all the way down to probably about there. Then we have a nice big long window, bringing loads of natural daylight into what would be quite a nice tall height ceiling. And then you can see in here, the original layout for that lower ground floor space. All of this was flooded. There was huge flooding at the front because the drains were blocked, and it turned out this was an old clay drain that went all the way to the back, typical Victorian style, all the way to the back of the property, and there was some sort of blockage along the drains. We think they added a concrete slab to this lower ground floor down the road, and that created too much pressure on that clay drain and must have crushed the drain somewhere, so we had to excavate along that drain to find the problem, solve the problem, so the drain now flows nicely, got rid of the flooding issue, and also means we no longer need Saniflow toilets for this ground floor, and they can just drain out the old Victorian style.
This property here has got a soakaway drain in it somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's collapsed, and we're flooding underneath these floors. So we've got to tackle this problem, like. But either way, it's got to be done. Otherwise, it's going to be forever flooding in here every time it rains, because it takes all the water off the roof, that.
We blocked up this old doorway, and as it kept the existing window that's there, and opened up a new mini staircase into this, what will be the kitchen space. Opened up a doorway, stuck a lintel through, and that gives us like an open plan kitchen area with somewhat of a utility space underneath the stairs. And then we demolished this corner here and this wall, which wasn't load bearing, so it was easy enough to take it out. In the existing building, there was this very narrow entrance from that lower ground floor, so we've had to since open up this area. I'm trying to unearth the issue here to see what we're left with if we were to open up this gap, how feasible it is without putting in like an RSJ above or something.
Hello, happy birthday.
Here we are, it worked. We've officially got another entrance. Wicked. So now we've opened up this part of the wall. We've now opened this up and we've got an entrance. That's good. Which you would have seen in some of the videos, me and Jeff talking about this on site. We wanted to be careful of how much integrity we were losing in this load-bearing wall, which is the existing exterior wall to the building. There'll be a communal lounge area there, and then the walk-through kitchen. As you can see here, we've got the back-to-back en-suites, which run the whole way through the building, nice and symmetrically to keep the drainage simple, which all runs around the back exterior wall. And then where we've opened up that space, we'll have a nice open lounge area where we're going to remove the existing door and fit in a new glass panelled door to allow lots of natural daylight to spill into this area. And then this bedroom here will be nice and big. You can see where that little mini corridor is going to help service that room. We've had to keep this lobby area, obviously, to be building regs compliant. And this kitchen, I wanted to keep it a really nice high ceiling. We'll get these cool low-hanging drop-down pendants just to make a good feature of this kitchen, because it's not going to be the biggest kitchen in the world, but it'll be ample to service about 6 tenants, so half of the tenants in this building. And then we're also going to have some extra cabinet space down here as well, which is of a good size. Maybe the fridges can go down here. And then we're also proposing bike storage at the back, which we've had no comments on from the council, but we want to do it anyway. And that is the lower ground floor. Now the ground floor is really straightforward. They just had this odd lobby area for this bedroom here. So we just demolished that. And then you get this desired result, which is 2 really good sized bedrooms with back-to-back en-suites. Also now had a little think in the last week or so to put in a utility space in this wide lobby area that enters the property. But originally we had them proposed to be in that lower ground floor space. But what that means is the upper floor tenants have to come all the way down the stairs to the lower ground floor to wash their clothes, and we just think bring it up one of the floors, and then that will open up more space for kitchen units there, and then mean that the tenants don't have to travel as far to do their washing. So we'll also have a bit of a storage here as well, and I think that's a much better use of that space. Now the first floor got a little bit fiddly to try and figure out how to get in that third bedroom with a good size ensuite, and you can see in its existing form it had this other little weird lobby area. Again, I don't know why they did that. And then a cramped little bedroom here. It was about 7.5 square meters, and then an odd kitchenette bathroom space with a boiler room in there. As you can see, we took all those out. We took out the whole front of this stud work, or all of this came out, just so we could really open up the space and diagnose exactly the best orientation for this bedroom here to eat up into not only the adjacent bedroom but also into the circulation corridor, so that we could get the ensuite in there somehow. And this is where the 3D mock-up really helps to walk through the space and think about the best orientation. And that then led to this design, which means we maximize this space in this room by going into that circulation corridor, creating a little mini lobby area in this rear bedroom, and then coming into the front half of the property to service both of these bedrooms.
Did you discuss where the beds are going here? You kept that full of wardrobe.
Here's for the bed, yeah. I do think you've got two really good sized doubles now. Because we were worried about this last time, weren't we?
So where's the bed going here? Here.
Probably this side, innit? Because then it keeps your circulation, then doesn't have to go. You can then just have it go. It's nice, man. It's a good work around that.
Huh?
To find, like, remember we were fucking around with the arrangement for ages, weren't we? To get it in there like that.
Works well.
And then the way I've looked at this one, the easiest thing to do, bring the floor out, handrail here. I think it'd be nice.
A lot of these we do, we'll put a couple of skylights in the top, you know. Well, now his brain's going, ooh, got our skylights in there.
That'd be fucking nice.
Yeah,
You can see the stars. To be fair, these are really nice windows.
They are, yeah.
The windows are big. Oh.
Yeah.
Just my ganj.
I think it's orange, is it?
Nah.
It's orange, isn't it?
Nah, that's ganj. Why not? The building would be way more fun if you were stoned all the time. So it leaves us with 3 really good sized bedrooms. You can see they're all pretty much like for like with the en-suites, so we'll get really good rents for those rooms. And you can see this kitchen as well. This would be another nice kitchen servicing the upper floor tenants. And then we need this little landing area because we need a fire door there to meet regs, and that'll open up into this space. Tiny little balustrade, fridge units behind, and then still we'll be able to get some bar stools in there and good kitchen cabinet space. Right, this is going to be our second kitchen, and again we want to make these spaces really, really nice. And then where you're stood right now, this is where we're going to have to do a little landing, come out about 1 metre, because this will have to be a fire door. So fire door there, a little Georgian wire window in it, 1 metre landing space, handrail here, fridge freezer, all your units along there, and maybe still some seating area with a nice big height ceiling. And then for the second floor, they already had 3 bedrooms up here, but again with the cramped bedroom here, shared shower here, and then there was a huge airspace above the stairs below. So I'll show you what we did to maximize this space. We demolished the walls that were here and all of the bathroom unit, and then ate over about 1 metre over that airspace above the stairs. There was all this airspace above the stairs, and we had a cramped ensuite. What we're basically proposing is that we bring the floor out above this airspace by about 900 mil.
Yeah.
Which then gives us a much bigger, nicer shower room and ensuite. And that allows us to push up this ensuite for this bedroom over the airspace and down this corridor a bit, which allows us to put the wall further up as well, so that we can get a bigger bedroom in here, which will then look something like this. And you can see all 3 bedrooms of a similar size, back-to-back en-suites for these ones, and we are then going to have to create a little lobby area in that rear bedroom again, and then the same eating into that little eave space to create more floor area there. When is the scaffold going up?
Tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, back in front tomorrow.
Okay, well let me know when it comes to it when you have to decide on the render, because I do think, like you were saying before, rather than a white render, if we go for like a slightly grey one, that leaves us with 3 really good sized rooms up there, and overall 10 very good sized bedrooms. And you can see the 2 big kitchen spaces there, the communal area and the utility space on this ground floor is everything these tenants will need, as well as their desk space in their bedrooms, big size en-suites, good size shower trays, and the bike storage to the rear. I think this property is going to let really well in a good location. And again, I do these 3D mock-ups for every single property we have to just make sure this exercise of getting to the desired design result is as optimal as possible, because moving walls around initially is the main exercise to get to the best use of the space, especially when it comes to HMO. Yeah, I hope this segment of the video has been useful to help illustrate the exact plans for Baring Street. Yeah, back to the vlog. That's it for this one, and now we're going to head down to Darlington. Let's go.
Look, I got a heater now.
Oh, look at that!
Give me a heater.
Adam gave her a heater. See you next week, yeah?
See you then.
Nice one. Right, so we're here on site in Darlington. This is one of our friends' sites, and they're looking to maybe partner up on this one. They've got planning permission passed for 2 10-bed HMOs in this one commercial building, and they just need some help on the construction. That's where we're going to bring in Kane and see if there's a joint venture to happen. See what goes down. Hello. Hello, mate. Good, good. Just round the back at the moment. Hello, mate. How you doing? Yes, good. Have you met Honor before?
No.
It's Honor, it's my girlfriend Honor.
Ollie.
Ollie, nice to meet you, man. Ryan, what's up, mate?
Ollie.
Hello, mate.
So you know this area really well?
Yeah, mate, they're putting the temp
treasury.
staff in there, yeah.
The treasury
Yeah,
funding,
yeah. But then they're moving them in like 3 years, aren't they? Or 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years over here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
This was like a new building. No one's really been in it. And
Yeah.
they pulled it apart.
Yeah, because they couldn't get, they needed some voltage or certain security level, didn't they?
Next level security, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Bob, you all right? Bob, this is Ollie. Hello, mate, you all right? The Kane.
Nice then. Pleasure. How are you doing? All right.
We've got enough for a football team, innit? 5-a-side, anyone? This is where the joint venture stuff is starting to sweeten the deal for contractors, where they start benefiting from the long-term growth. It's like, well, hang on, then it is worth the time. Let's have a crack around. You just see. I think that it all looks quite straight and square, doesn't it? And this is where your divide's going, isn't it? So you'll be 10-10. A good architect that's hard to find a really good one. So it's going to be 2 10-bed HMOs split into 2. So you have one this side, and there'll be a big divide going through the building, and 10-bed on the other side. Stair cores in both, obviously. Access from the front and rear. Extension out the back. Loft conversion at the top. It's a full-on job. And I might be tripping, but when walking around, yeah, so probably gonna have to level it all out as well. Squeezing GDV and bringing down the cost, there's a few things. If we had the plans in front of us, you could see it real clearly. Have you got the plans in your head? Can you imagine? If I walk you through in my head, they've got large lounge diner with extra sort of annex room for like working space and a kitchen and then a kitchenette.
Yeah.
I would say you only need that space and a kitchenette. Definitely two kitchens, but I don't think you need another kitchen. For the cost of it, you'd be better off having that as the bedroom, and then drop in one of the extensions, which would lower your costs. And it probably is not going to affect your GDV at all, because it's still going to get valued on the merits of the income. Yeah, or you get the 11th room, but then you are talking about a whole new procedure with the planning. Got eczema on my arm recently. I'll never get eczema, and it's so itchy. Hate it. I'm just like scratching all day like a rat. You're going to get a big sore as well, because that whole...
Appreciate your speed and
That's it. We like to move fast as well.
Yeah, mate. And I look...
Obviously, won't build itself, Kane, will it?
Exactly that. Rome wasn't built in the date because I wasn't on the job.
Same space the other side. I think you could peek through that hole there though. No hands. When I looked at it, I was like, you could get a really cheap 2 7-beds here, or a really expensive 2 10-beds, and it's finding that balance. Lots of holes, bare bones, you can see the back of the slates.
And everyone pose.
like your idea of the potentially scrapping one of them.
I think definitely scrap that kitchen on these windows here, scrap that, get that to be a bedroom, and then but implement the initial conditions on the planning, and then go through with the second planning and say, look, the costs don't work economically, it's not feasible, but we started the works.
11-11.
And either get 11-11 or potentially drop one of the extensions or find a cheaper way to do the loft. Or there's a way of working in better costs by not doing the more expensive rooms that you're gaining and keeping just an internal one that's there, right? Nice to meet you, Ollie, man. Nice, man. Yeah, of course, man, of course. Catch you next week, mate. You too, man. Nice one, Bob. Catch you soon. Right, so that is it for today. We're not going to go over to Northgate now, just because the asbestos boys are still in there. We could peek our head in, but it's not worth it. We'll go to, we'll do that next Monday. But that was a good site visit with these guys, and just trying to iron out some of the details for the actual arrangement between us legally and from a corporate standpoint. But there's something to be done.
Feasibility.
Yeah, we're just trying to run the feasibility at the moment and see what it's worth. But they've got the planning on it, which is amazing, and the location's really good. Yeah, we will see. But thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy watching the rest of the videos on our channel, because we've got loads of content coming out. Denby Dale video came out. I don't know when this is going to come out. It came out a few weeks ago, so check that out. We're trying to catch up with it. It's like continuously chasing our asses with the vlogs. But subscribe, leave a comment. Big love. Honours here.
Big love, guys. Let me sign off.
Go on, you sign off.
And we're signing off.
Goodbye.